us sitting here today would say yes. Scarcity, famine, poor food quality, those are problems other countries have, not the United States of America. What if I told you that this is a problem in the United States and other developed countries? What if I said it could get worse in the future if current trends go unchecked? Could this lead to our global food crisis? Hello, my name is Naeem Omid, and I am a junior high somewhere near you and wouldn't have traveled very far to get to the store. This helps the environment. Restaurants putting nutrition labels on their food would also help. In 2008, New York City authorized fast food companies to include the calorie count of food on their menus. Consumers have been choosing meals with fewer calories, which help those with diabetes and decreases the obese population. Supporters of the issue say that adding the calorie, carbohydrate, trans fat, saturated fat, and sodium content to restaurant menus would help Americans lose weight. On the other side of the issue, restaurant industry complains that nutritional educations, not labels, would help people lose weight. If the population of those being educated is anything like the average middle school student, the information will go in one ear and out the other, which makes absolutely no difference. People need to eat better at restaurants. Food labels are the way to go. Food issues affect the whole world. The whole world feels it, from America to China, and from the Earth's crust to its atmosphere. There are ways to solve these problems. However, everyone must participate to make a difference. Will the next generation participate or contribute to our global food crisis?